How do you define success in your life?
Um, this is gonna sound weird. I just did ketamine therapy. Have you guys heard about this?
Oh, yes.
And it was like Burning Man for me. I'd always been curious about it, but I always found an excuse not to do it. I struggle with modest depression and anger, and someone had suggested ketamine therapy, and I just went into it very intentionally. I said, okay, what is my purpose here? And I came out of it, and it didn't illuminate anything. It just sort of solidified what I thought, and that is I'm writing a book on masculinity, and I'm looking at different cultures, how they define masculinity. And oftentimes it's seen through the lens of a religious service or the first time they herd their own cows without someone older trailing them, whatever it might be, certain physical feats. And what I thought about, or the way I define masculinity, or becoming a man, if you will, is this notion of surplus value. And what do I mean by that? As a young person, you're getting love, affection, attention, resources from your parents, your colleagues, your education system, the government. At some point, you start taking care of others. You start generating tax revenue. You build some, hopefully build a business where your expertise where you can offer jobs for other people. You start taking care of your family, your neighbors. Maybe you serve your country. You start adding more value than you take in, and you get to surplus value. And some people never get there. Some people are a tax on their relationships, their family, and the country for their entire lives. So I think it's getting to a point of surplus value. And what I kind of came out of this ketamine therapy was my job, my purpose is to love my kids and the people around me more than I've been loved. I looked at
Hmm.
relationships growing up as a transaction. And that is, if I wasn't getting more than I was receiving from business partners, romantic partners, friends, I would feel cheated. I'm not getting as much out of this relationship as I think I'm giving. And I recognized as I got older that that's not a road to happiness, that my job and my purpose is to develop the skills and strengths such that I can provide more than I take and I can take care of others. That true masculinity starts with taking care of yourself. You want to be in great shape. You want to have a plan. You want to be mentally and physically and emotionally strong. And then you go one circle out, start taking care of your family, another circle out, start helping your friends, another circle community. And the real expression of masculinity is planting the seeds of trees, the shade of which you'll never sit under. I think that's a man's purpose, and that's what that's my goal.